Shabbat Shalom, Jewniverse.
What's up, YouTube?
I'm Max.
I'm Lisa.
And this is on Shabbos.
This week we're talking about Noach. We started with Bereshit last week and we're going through the Torah, studying the Parsha every week and sharing it with all of you because sharing is caring.
Parsha meaning Torah portion. Hi!
Hey!
What's talking?
Can you tell us a little bit about Noach?
We're in chapter 6 of Genesis 9, and it starts out with like this. It says, Ela toldot Noach. That's saying these are the generations of Noah. So it's opening up a brand new chapter. It says, Noach ish Tsaddik tamim haya. That means he was a generous and righteous and wholehearted person. It's
Just like Benny Rangel.
It does have to do with tzedakah, which is like the word for charity. It's the same root, tzedakah and tsaddik, righteous, charitable. Yeah, I see here when I'm looking through this chapter, it says, God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way upon the earth. That's line 12. And a cool word that I really like is Basar, and that means flesh. But what I like about Basar, and what's cool about that word, is that it means meat in modern Hebrew.
Oh, yeah.
So look at verse 14. It says, make thee an ark of gopher wood.
What the hell is gopher wood?
What is gopher wood?
The Hebrew here says, aseh lecha tevat etze gopher. It just says, make yourself an ark of etz. Etz means tree or like wood.
Okay.
Like when you read gopher, it's not a little animal. It's like some tree called gopher tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe gopher wood stopped existing during the flood.
Oh, it's possible. You know, the historicity of the Bible is always sitting on these kind of nebulous environment of fact and fiction that you have to, really like peer through the layers.
Does Benny look like he's like being born or something?
Yeah,
Like,
I was seeing that too. Like you were crawling out of the womb.
Okay, cool. Vocab for this week: etz, wood or
wood.
tree.
Tree.
And then etze gopher is gopher trees. That's number one. Number two, Tsaddik, righteous. And then the last one you guys just gave me.
No, what about
What about
flesh?
Oh, flesh, Basar, flesh. Like this is flesh. So meat in modern Israel.
Okay.
And then Rahma means womb. I just thought of it. And compassion. Boom. Dropping bombs.
Wait, what? It means, both womb and compassion?
Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
Yep. It's a beautiful language. Be well. Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Bye,
Peace
Benny.
out. I'll see
you
ya.
next week.
Noah starts where he left off last week with God telling Noah that he's the only pure-hearted human left on Earth, along with his family.
God is like, Noah, you need to build an ark because I'm about to wipe everything off this planet. And he gives really specific instructions about how to build the ark.
Does my convert bot figure out how many cubits are in a yard?
Cubit, noun, an ancient measure of length, approximately equal to the length of a forearm.
Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make it an ark with compartments.
He has to keep all these animals alive. Oh my god, is each of the compartments its own ecosystem?
He covers it inside and outside with pitch.
To make it waterproof, yo.
Oh, got it.
He has to take his 3 sons and his 3 sons, 3 wives who don't have names, and 2 beasts of each kind, male and female.
So, they load up onto the boat.
Oh, they're out to sea for a year. That
365
is
days.
a long time. It rains for 40 days and 40 nights.
Truth.
And that floods everything.
Noah sends forth first a raven and then doves.
The dove brings back an olive branch, and then Noah sends the dove out a 3rd time, and then the dove doesn't come back at all. The dove
and either the dove was killed by the raven that he sent out earlier, or it found a patch of land and just lived there.
And Noah, he put the top down on the ark. He removed the covering from the ark and saw that the ground had dried. So Noah and his sons come out of the ark. And and free all the animals. And then Noah is like, thank you, God, for saving me from the flood that wrecked everybody. But it's weird because God also created the flood. And he's not just like, thank you, he does burnt offerings of every clean animal. When God smells the good smell of the burning flesh, he's like, I will never again mess up the whole earth. God set the rainbow in the clouds as a sign of God's covenant.
God makes Noah's home turf super fertile so that he and his family can prosper. Noah, the tiller of the soil, was the first to plant a vineyard. That's his job, is tiller of soil.
Did he invent wine?
So, it's possible, but he probably was an apprentice, a vineyard apprentice.
Before everybody got killed?
Yeah, and presumably a young Oenophile. And then he gets drunk and decides to rip his clothes off.
Ham sees his father Noah passed out naked, and he goes and he's like, yo, brothers, check it out. Dad is passed out naked. And then the two brothers, Shem and Japheth, go and they like cover Noah but without looking at
their faces were turned away.
So Noah is mad because Ham told his brothers that Noah was passed out naked. Like, why is Noah so pissed at that? So he cursed Ham's son Canaan to become the lowest of slaves to Japheth and Shem. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, they beget and beget and beget and beget.
Okay, did you realize there's a guy named Ashkenaz?
So Ham's son Cush had a son named Nimrod, who became the first man of might.
Oh god. And then God said he was a mighty hunter.
But like, so where does the actual, Nimrod, the insult, come from? Does it come from that guy?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Nimrod is used to denote a hunter or a warrior because the biblical Nimrod is described as a mighty hunter. In American English, however, the term has assumed a derogatory meaning, probably because of Bugs Bunny's reference to Elmer Fudd as a poor little Nimrod. While this was most likely using the term in the hunter sense, it contributed to the development of a sense of one who is easily confounded. Oh my god.
Yo, the craziest thing about what you just said is that I had a dream about Bugs Bunny being evil.
This is not cute.
Yeah, so then they keep begetting throughout the beginning of 11.
Begetting and begetting and begetting. Yeah, they beget into a whole other chapter.
And then they keep begetting, and that's the next section.
So all of that begetting led to people who went across the world.
And they build a city with a tower, and then they all chill there.
In Babel.
They're all speaking the same language, and then God gives them different languages to speak. They can't understand each other, so they have to go away.
The origin of different languages. So to babble is to speak in undistinguishable languages.
In common parlance, it just means speaking nonsensibly.
Right, but that's also the experience that people had, right?
Oh, when people speak in different languages.
Yeah. And so that makes...
Whoa.
Oh my god, this is such a deep thought. So when somebody's babbling, it's just that you can't understand them. It's not that they're speaking in nonsense. And I feel like there's such a beautiful lesson in there. And in this moment in this country's history where everything is so divided, I just think that there's something really amazing about that lesson that we can all take from this and learn. I'm just feeling so overwhelmed by all of the emotions that this Torah portion is bringing up in me.
You want more Paul?
Yeah. So that was Noah. Noah, what's next week?
Oh, what?